Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be testing out some new drugstore affordable makeup, so if you'd like to see my thoughts in a makeup tutorial, please keep watching. I feel like I've been on a roll with these videos, but there's just like so much new makeup that I have that I haven't had a chance to try out. So I've been filming a lot of these lately just so I can like go through all my new products and see what I like and what I don't like. So I don't have a primer to try out and I don't have a foundation, so I'm going to go ahead and prime with my Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer. This is in the scent Coconut, and then I'm going to go in on top of that with the Wet n Wild Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water. So I'm going to mix these two together. And then for foundation, I want to keep this affordable, and I love this foundation. So this is from Physicians Formula, and it's the Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir. It has jojoba oil. I have a foundation first impression and wear test on this. I'll link this in my description box if you'd like to watch that, check it out. This one's in the shade medium to tan, so I'm going to apply these three things and I'll be right back. So the first thing I'm going to be trying out is from Milani, and this is the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. This is what it looks like. So this guy was sold out for a hot minute. I have the second shade. This is the 120 Peach. The one that I really wanted was the pink salmon shade. I'm not sure what that's called, but it's the #1 shade. This is #2. I think there's only 2 shades. There could be more. I'm not sure. But thanks to TikTok, it was sold out. Everybody on that app was raving about it. So I finally got my hands on it. Plus, I think this shade might work for me better right now in the summertime since I do have a tan. I think both would have worked, but I want to try this one. I always try like salmon color ones. I never really try peach. So I'm excited for this. This says instantly illuminates under eyes with microfine pearls, 2-in-1 makeup and skincare. It has hyaluronic acid, caffeine, and color correcting pigments. And then it says peach tint corrects dark circles of light to medium skin tones, which would be me right now. Let's see. That's about it. So let's try this out. I like that it's in a squeeze tube. I don't know. I've never really been a huge fan of doe foots. Even though I feel like they're less messy because like a squeeze tube you kind of have to like put it on something, but I don't know, I just like them better. And I saw people on TikTok use this as their like no makeup days, like they would just throw this on, brows, and like a chapstick and be out the door type of thing. So it does feel really creamy. I mean, I'm just gonna push this in with my finger. It's not super brightening. I mean, it is giving a little bit of like bounce back, you know, like bouncing the light back at you guys, but I've been comparing like literally every under eye brightener to my Becca under eye corrector. I literally talk about this in every video because Becca is like no longer and I can't find a backup of that. So I'm trying to find stuff that is comparable to that one because that one is my all-time favorite. This one isn't bad. This one feels really lightweight. I don't feel like it really brightened up my under eyes, so maybe I do need to get a hold of the shade, like the more pink shade one. I do feel like it did cancel out a little bit of the darkness. I'm gonna add just a little bit more, just see. Like this would be a part of my no makeup days type of thing. Like if I just wanted something to put on real quick and be out the door, but I don't know if this is something that I would incorporate into my everyday makeup routine, I guess is what I'm saying, because it doesn't seem like with that second layer that seemed to help a little bit. So maybe I just need to like layer it underneath there, but then I'm just worried that when I go in with concealer, if it's gonna get like a hot mess underneath there, you know, because it's gonna start to get cakey because my under eyes can't like handle a lot of product. But it's not bad. I like that it's lightweight and it blends out really nice. It kind of just like melts into the skin, which I really like. So if they have anything else that goes along with this line, I think they have a primer that's similar to this. I definitely want to try that out because if whatever this is, like if this is a line and everything melts into the skin, I need that because I love that. Next I have I'm gonna let that kind of like sink in real well and kind of set, if it will set. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna try out the L'Oreal Glam Bronze GG Cream. This is the Genius Glow and it's the 5-in-1. I don't know if this is in French or what this is in. It says micropigments, and I can't, oh gosh, 5-in-1 Universal Bronzing Beautifier for the most glamorous sun-kissed glow. No self-tan. this is, but I want to try it. It looks like it has SPF of 25, 24-hour hydration. That's about all I can figure out. So I got this from this website called Feel Unique. I order from there, I don't know, maybe once every couple of years, but I like that site because they have a lot of the stuff that's only available in the UK on that site, but they'll ship to America. So I love that. And they have a lot of like the Maybelline, L'Oreal type things that we don't get here, but they have it on the site and it'll ship here. So, and you don't have to pay like a crazy amount for shipping. So that's great. But this was on there, and I've also seen this on Amazon, but I really want to try it out. I love liquid bronzers, and this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna, this is how I apply liquid bronzers, which this kind of looks like my skin tone, so I don't know if this is gonna work out actually. Ooh, it's like really thick. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is one of those things that I would have to use in place of foundation because it just does not, you can see it's like my skin tone. Let's try it, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm just gonna go in with this little Sephora sponge. We'll see. And just apply it where I would normally apply bronzer. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would have to use this and replace. I mean, you can kind of see it. It's definitely like natural looking, but I think I would use this as like my all over color. So in place of foundation. I'm trying to clear up some acne that I have right here, so everything that goes on top of these like dry patches is gonna like clump and look gross. It's not the product because this cheek is fine, but I've been having like problems with this cheek, and I literally can't get like products to like stick on it because it's just, I don't know, it's a mess on this side of my face. So we'll have to kind of ignore that and just look at this cheek. I tried to wait to see if it would just like heal up, you know, before I came on camera to try out makeup, but it's been like 2 weeks and it isn't really like going away, and I don't want to like not film, so bear with me please. But you can see this on my forehead. So yeah, I guess it would be wearable for my tan that I have now because it is giving me like a natural bronzy look, which I'm kind of digging. Even though I have bangs, so putting it on my forehead is pointless, but I just wanted you guys to see it. So I'm just gonna apply some down here. I mean, it blends out really nice with a sponge too. I guess we'll add some to the nose because why not? Starting to pull some product off my nose, but I feel like almost everything I put on my nose these days like does not stay. I don't know, I feel like that just started happening to me the past couple of years, because before then I don't think I ever really had an issue with products sticking to my nose, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah, not too bad. Definitely if you want a more natural type of bronze, which I kind of like it, but yeah, definitely probably use this by itself. These two together might be good for a no makeup day. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows, and then when I get back we can try out this other thing that TikTok also sold out. Took me forever to get my hands on this. This is the NYX the Brow Glue. Everybody says that this is like the next best thing, or it is the best thing at the moment. So let me fill in my brows, and then when I come back we'll try this out. Alright, so I'm back. I filled in my brows. I just used my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Blonde, and then to darken up the tails of my brows I use this ColourPop brow pencil, and this is in the shade Bangin' Brunette. I did a little bit of concealer, the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Full Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade Fair, and I feel like this made my concealer like dewy. Like, so I kind of like that. I feel like I have like a dewy like glow underneath my eyes, which I really like. Maybe, I guess it doesn't really matter because you're probably going to set it anyways with powder, but it does look nice. I think it would be like a good combo for like a no makeup day, or if I just didn't want to set my foundation and concealer. So yeah, and then for some cream contour just for my nose and my lips, I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. Okay, so let's try this out. This is one product, Limitless Brow Looks, style brow hairs and set into place, non-sticky, transparent formula with a precise spoolie for easy application. It says instant brow styler, but it just keeps saying non-sticky all over it, and it does say transparent, so I wonder if they're gonna eventually come out with like tinted ones. Right, let's see what the hype is about. It does look like a little like eyelash glue bottle. This is pretty cute. It does have like a little tiny spoolie. It does feel like a thicker formula, that's for sure. It's like, it's hard for me to find like a good clear brow gel or like brow gel in general, because I feel like it'll lift them up but then they end up kind of like curling back down. Does that make sense? Or like laying back down. So I'm curious if this one will hold them up, because everybody loves it to the point where they sold this out. So I'm hoping that it will keep them straight up. So I'm gonna leave them up like that and we'll see what happens, but so far so good. So before I set my face, I want to try out this e.l.f. Putty blush, and this is in the shade Bora Bora. It's a really pretty like hot pink shade. So this says, say hello to that island glow. This lightweight but buildable putty to powder blush, oh okay, blends seamlessly into skin, infused with argan oil and vitamin E. This silky smooth buildable formula will give you a flushed from within glow. Using the putty brush or clean fingers, gently pat over the apples of your cheeks. Continue patting for a smooth, seamless blend. You can always add more product for an intense pop of color. So we're going to be trying this out. And this is what it looks like. I used to use e.l.f. cream blushes a lot, like back in the day. Like, oh my gosh, maybe like 2018 or before. Maybe like 2016. So, I don't know. It's been a while. So I wonder if this is anywhere similar. I'm pretty sure I still have them. I know, gross, but yeah, this looks really pretty. So it says fingers. So I think I'm going to use a brush first just to see. This is actually a foundation brush from Profusion, which I really like it for, but it's the only kind of dense one I have sitting on my desk right now. So I'm going to try this out with a brush first. I'm just going to coat my whole blush. Hope for the best. I'm going to coat my whole brush and hope for the best. I'm gonna get the apples of my cheeks too, kind of just like my whole cheek. I'm thinking about skipping bronzer today and just doing blush. We'll see. This is cream to powder. This really does blend out really nice, and it's kind of just like melting into my skin. So I can totally understand why everybody loves these putty blushes. They look really nice, and they do have like, it looks like a natural flush, which I feel like I am like really heavy-handed when it comes to blush, like you guys know. But this, it's almost like it goes on like pretty pigmented, and then it kind of just like melts into the skin and looks more natural, which is something that I need. Ooh, I really like this a lot. And it does look like it's kind of drying down to a powder finish. Oh wow, I like this a lot. A lot. I think I am going to set my under eyes a little bit. I'm going to use the Becca under eye brightening setting powder real quick. So that powder did take away kind of that really luminous glow underneath my eyes, but it still looks nice. So we'll see if it starts to cake up or anything underneath there. So for highlighter, I'm going to be trying the Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter palette. This is what this looks like. It says 4 highlighter shades with incredible payoff. Smooth texture adds a beautiful luminescence to cheeks, temples, brow bone for a gorgeous glow. Golden light reflecting pigments make any look out of this world. From intense gold to romantic rosy shimmer. I think these are a little bit darker. Yeah. Alright, so this is what it looks like. You can see the shades are a little bit darker, so let's go ahead and swatch them. I like that there's like little peachy shades in here too. Okay, so here are the swatches. Let's see here. I never know which way to hold my hand so you guys can see. But yeah, they're really pigmented. They are really smooth feeling. This is what they look like. I'm not really sure what shade I want to use. I feel like I'm going to use this shade. It's the lightest one, and I feel like with this blush color it would look the best, but if I was going to use the other shades in this palette, like the peachy ones, I would just use these as blush toppers, but for now I'm just going to use that top one. Oh, and then I have a new brush to try out. So this is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia highlighter brush, which I usually use all the time. So this is from Milani, and it's the highlighter blending brush. This is what it looks like. I actually found this at Burlington for $3.99, so I went ahead and picked it up. And just by looking at it, it really does look identical to the Anastasia highlighting brush, but way cheaper. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that, but yeah, I'm excited for this. It's weird because it's like a paddle, so I feel like I have to like pat instead of swipe. But even the lightest shade in this palette seems like I'm getting, you know when you use too dark of a highlight and you get that like shadow underneath, like it's doing that. So I thought for sure with me having a tan, I could get away with like a little bit darker highlighters, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we could try a little bit of the peachy one. So let's take the lightest peach shade. I'm gonna put that on my apples just to see. Maybe it'll help kind of brighten it up a little bit. I'm just blending like the excess like up into where I put that darker highlighter. Okay, I definitely like the peachy shade better. I didn't think it was gonna go with this hot pink blush, but it looks really nice. Look at that. So yeah, and I kind of wish I would have used that one instead, but that looks nice. Moving on to eyes, I found this at TJ Maxx. This is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, and this is in the shade Sand. I never use eye primer. I usually just use concealer, and then if I do want to use eye primer, I usually use the P. Louise base. But this says, amp up your eyeshadow looks with this color intensifying eye putty primer that locks in eyeshadow for 12 hours of crease proof wear, infused with vegan squalene known to moisturize throughout the day. It says apply to eyelids with e.l.f. eyeshadow brush or fingertips, wear alone for a tint of color, or apply eyeshadow on top for a vibrant long wearing look. So I'm going to be trying this out. I picked out this color because I thought I could wear it by itself like how it says you can if you just want like a light wash of color for like those natural no makeup days. And then it just has the same packaging as the blush. Oh, this looks dried out. Maybe that's why I was at TJ Maxx. Oh man, I really wanted to try this. I don't know. I'm gonna try. See if I can get, but yeah, it's definitely dried out. Like I said, that's probably why it was there. It's like super dry, so we'll see. I don't know if this is supposed to dry. Like, is this cream to powder too? Like, I'm not really sure. I mean, it is like a nice wash of color. Maybe I could throw some eye drops in here or something to kind of bring it back to life. I want to try a brush. I kind of put, you know, just a little bit on my lids, but I want to see what it looks like with a brush. I'm going to use this brush. It's a Morphe M331. It's like the most dense eye brush I have. Hopefully it'll work. I can definitely get it out better with a brush. I don't know. I kind of like both. I like it applied with my finger, and I like it applied with the brush as well. Yeah, that's a really pretty color by itself. So I wish I could get the full experience, but because it's dried out, we'll just have to work with what we got, I guess. Super excited to be trying out this palette. I love every single eyeshadow palette from Profusion, hands down. This one is called Gold Rush. How stinking pretty does that look? I cannot wait. Into the little brushes, like normally I trash the brushes that are in palettes, but these are actually good, so I like to hold on to them. Oh, and it's not double-sided. Oh my gosh, am I the only one that hates double-sided brushes? Because I never know how to store them, you know? But this one doesn't. It's just a nice, smaller blending brush. But look how pretty this palette is. I don't have an all kind of bronzy gold eyeshadow palette, so when I saw this, I had to get it. So I'm going to try to use as many shades as possible. Let's kind of just do lightest to darkest, I guess. I mean, we don't really need, I don't know, are you supposed to set eye primer? Like, I don't even know. So let's go in with, should we do a yellow eye look today? I think we should. Okay, so let's go in with Busy Bee. It's this yellow shade right here. I'm going to kind of use that as like my transition shade, I suppose. I'm going to save this brush for when I need to get like into my crease. I'm going to go in with this Morphe R40, just a bigger fluffy brush. Basically just putting the shade everywhere. I put that eye putty primer from e.l.f. By the way, it doesn't look like it creased either, the eyeshadow primer. So that's good. I know some things say that they're not supposed to crease, but they do anyways, you know, but this one didn't, so I like that. Not too bad. I'm gonna go in with, let's do Buttercup. It's this shade right here. I'll use the same brush. This one has like a little bit of shimmer in it, but it doesn't look like it's showing up on the eye. Okay, I'm going to take my finger with the shade Buttercup so I can really get that on the lid. So far so good. I mean, I don't think those two yellow shades so far are like super pigmented, but they're still like really pretty. And I don't know, I kind of like the muted yellow as opposed to something that's like a neon yellow. Like I feel like this is more wearable, you know what I mean? Okay, so now I'm going to use the brush that came in the palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade called Serendipity, which is like the darker yellow, and I'm going to put that directly into the crease. You can see it's pretty pigmented. Just want to kind of like deepen it up and see what we're working with. I mean, Buttercup and the Serendipity shade, they kind of look the same to me. I think I'm getting more color payoff from the Serendipity shade than I did Buttercup, but they're very similar. And there's not a lot of kickback, if any, in the palette at all, which it doesn't really bother me either way if there is, but I mean, it's always a plus when there's less of a mess, right? I'm just gonna kind of work this in the crease too, just to deepen it up. There's so many pretty, let's go ahead and do, oh, that looks really pretty too. I want to swatch some of these metallic shades over here. I'm going to stay on the yellow side to show you guys. This one also has a pressed glitter. How pretty. Working my way into the middle, it's going to be really hard to decide what shade to put on the lid. I really like that glitter shade, so I might use that. I want to show you guys this one over here called Shimmy. That looks like liquid gold. I'm going to swatch some of these like bronzy shimmery shades real quick. This one looks like it has a little bit of like crushed pearl or something. Okay, here's the one with like the crushed pearl. It's gorgeous. It's called Wow. And then here are the bronzy metallic shades. This palette is no joke. I knew it was going to be good because Profusion seriously probably is the best in-store like drugstore brand eyeshadow palettes. I think they have the best. I mean, ColourPop is good too, but you can really only get that in Ulta. You can get this at Walmart, Target, you know, whatever. So I think I'm gonna go in with Shimmy over here. I'm gonna put that like all over the lid and then go in with the Goddess pressed glitter. So So I'm going to use my MAC 242. We'll see. I'm going to apply that. Basically just kind of carving out my crease with this. And then kind of feathering it to the outer corner. I'm going to use my Too Faced glitter glue because I really want to use that Goddess shade. It's so pretty. Usually rub it on the back of my hand and then I'll take my brush and put it on there and then I'll dip into whatever glitter I want to use. And I'm just going to kind of do like a semi-cut crease with the glitter and then again kind of just like flick it out into the outer corner. So there's like a little bit over there too, but the majority of it is from the center over to the middle. This glitter is so pretty. It's like gold with some like red like reflex in it. I did get a little bit of fallout, but like one piece of glitter, like nothing even crazy. So I just want to like layer it and see. I cannot get over it. I'm literally obsessed. Looks so pretty. Okay, so for brow highlight, let's just use the shade Illusion. Or, yeah, Illusion. It's right here. Not gonna put too much up there because we already have the glitter. We don't really need. I don't really want a super intense brow highlight because I have the glitter on the lids. And then I'm just going to use the same on my inner corner. Okay, so I'm basically just going to take the same matte yellow shades for my lower lash line, starting lightest to darkest. So going in with Busy Bee first. This is a Morphe E18. And then Buttercup. We're kind of just all blending into the same shade, really, if you could see. And then with Serendipity. I think I'm gonna leave, I don't know, I feel like I should put like a little bit of brown down there just to kind of give me something, you know what I mean? I'm gonna switch to a Morphe M431 pencil brush and I'm just gonna go in with the shade called Camel over here. This is what it looks like. Okay, there's finally some kickback in that brown shade. I'm gonna put this right against my lash line. So I might end up going in with lashes. I haven't decided yet, but I want to try out this mascara. I've been wanting to try this out for a long time. I finally got it. I think I got this at Marshall's. Yeah, so I paid $3.99 for this. This is the Revlon So Fierce Mascara Extend Lift Volumize. I have the shade 701 Blackest Black. This is what it looks like. It's giving me like Christian Louboutin vibes. Let's see what the wand looks like. Hopefully this isn't dried out like that elf thing. Oh, oh, oh. It's one of those like super spiky wands. Not my favorite, but I'm just gonna curl my lashes. So far, it is definitely lengthening them and separating them. I feel like regular mascara never works for me. I always have to use waterproof, so I'm anxious to see how this is gonna turn out. Okay, so that's one eye. It looks pretty good. Like I said, it lengthened and it separated them, but like whenever I use regular mascara, it always looks really good from the start, but then after it dries, my lashes go like this. So I'm just gonna let that first coat dry. I was just thinking about this too. It's like, I don't even know the last time I tried a Revlon mascara, or if I ever have. Usually I stick to like Maybelline, L'Oreal, and CoverGirl. So this, I don't know, this might be the first time I've ever tried a Revlon mascara. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let that dry. Yeah, they are kind of falling a little bit, but let's go ahead and try out some lip products while I wait to do my second coat of mascara. I'm gonna keep it simple because I didn't know what eye look I was gonna end up with. So I'm gonna be trying out another one of the Morphe lip liners. My favorite one is Love Bite, which I think is right here. So my favorite one is Love Bite. I love that. I feel like they're like MAC lip liners, but way better. Same family, but better, you know? So this one's in the shade Coffee and Kissy. And then, so it looks like MAC 2, doesn't it? Let's swatch it. So this one's kind of like a, I would say pinky brown, I guess. Like pinky kind of camely brown shade. Okay, I like the color. It's interesting. Usually I like only use browns or like more of like a MAC Whirl type shade, you know, kind of like that darker mauve shade. I usually don't really use like, I think this would be like a peachy brown. I feel like a peachy brown, but what I like about these lip liners is they're just the right amount of pigment and creamy, but a little bit dry, if that makes sense. Because you know, like sometimes if you get too creamy of a lip liner, it's so easy to get like taken away and make a mistake, you know, and then you have to fix it. But I feel like this is the right amount of creaminess and dryness. So this is another TikTok made me buy it / TikTok sold all of them out. I was able to get this shade. So this is the NYX This Is Milky lip gloss. This is what it looks like. And this one's in the shade Milk It Pink. And it's a flat doe foot. It does have a, there is definitely a scent. I just can't figure out what it is. I have no idea, but there's definitely a scent. It does feel really comfortable and really like soft on the lips. I really like it. I love the shade of it. It's a little, it's like a super pale, like, I would say like bubblegum pink, I guess. I wish there was just like a smidge. I wish it was just a little bit darker, you know what I mean? But I think this would be really pretty. On top of like a MAC Angel. Like if you were wearing like a baby pink lipstick already, or like a baby pink like liquid lip, whatever, you know, and you put this on top, it would look so pretty. But it's a little bit sticky. It does feel a little bit thick. I cannot figure out what the scent of that is though. Like I feel like I've smelled it before, I just don't know. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with a second coat of mascara. Okay, a second coat is starting to get a little clumpy. But I think for just like a regular mascara and not waterproof, like this has to be one of the best ones that I've tried, because like I said, almost every single regular mascara, high-end or affordable drugstore, my lashes always do this, but this did a pretty good job of keeping them up without it being waterproof. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some mascara on my lower lash line, and then I'll come back and we'll go over all the products that I tried out, and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and Added a little bit of this ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Punch. In my waterline, it's just a yellow shade. And then for my Lower Lash mascara, I used my Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara. What else? Oh, I did set my face just like a little bit. I forgot how much I love this powder, but the packaging is so bad. I think that's what keeps me from grabbing it. But this is from Flower Beauty, and this is the Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder. I think there's only one shade. It doesn't say or anything like that, but it leaves like a really nice glow. So even though I did set my face, it doesn't look like it's completely matted out because it has that glow in the powder. But yeah, I really like it. Like I said, I forgot how much I liked it. Let's ignore this because it doesn't look good, so we're just gonna judge this side. But yeah, everything looks really nice. I do think that, I don't even know if they make this powder anymore, but if they do and you have oily skin but you don't want to have like complete like matte skin all the time and you want to look like you have a little bit of like a luminous glow, I would totally pick this up because it's a powder, so it's kind of like, it's like tricking everybody into thinking that your skin is really luminous, but really it's the powder, and you can still stay oily. Like you won't get as oily and you can still stay matte because you're setting it, but it's luminous. So yeah, anyways, I'll stop rambling. Let's go ahead and go over everything in no particular order. So the first thing is the Profusion Gold Rush palette. I love this. I think this is such a pretty like summertime, like even like fall eye look if you want, spring, whatever. I don't know. I think it's really pretty, and like I said, I don't have any just like strictly gold yellow palette, so this is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. And then if I want to do like a more brown bronzy smoky eye, I have that option as well, or I could just keep it simple and just stay on the top row. But this glitter is so pretty. It is so pretty. I love the yellow shades. Like I said, I think they're really wearable. They're not super like neon pigmented kind of yellow, you know what I mean? I think they're really wearable. I love this. I highly recommend this. It's so good. Then we have the Revlon So Fierce mascara. Believe it or not, I actually like this. I actually like this. Like I said, this might be the best mascara I've tried that isn't waterproof in a really long time, because you know me and my waterproof, we're like inseparable, but I really like this. Surprisingly love. Then I tried out the Morphe lip liner in the shade Coffee and Kissy. I like it. I love the formula, so I'm not gonna, I don't want to like say too much because I really like the formula because I like the other shades I've tried. I'm just not a big fan of the shade, I guess. It's nice, but it's not my favorite, but the formula is really good. So if you're looking for like a peachy brown, I would definitely check this out. Again, this is in the shade Coffee and Kissy. Then we have the NYX, this is Milky Gloss, and this is in the shade Milk It Pink. I like it. Don't get me wrong, like I think it's really pretty. I like the formula and stuff, but I'm just not like blown away by any means. Like I guess I just don't understand how it got sold out so fast on TikTok. Like, I don't know. But I feel like that happens a lot. If I try a bunch of stuff from TikTok every now and then, some of it I love, and the other times I can't get with the hype. You know what I mean? This is good, but it's not like mind blowing, I guess, in my opinion. Let me know if you've tried this. This is Milky Gloss, and maybe there's like just a different shade I need to try or something, but let me know if you've tried this and what shade is your favorite. Next we have the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, and this was in the shade Sand, I believe. I think this had so much potential, but thanks to my Marshalls or TJ Maxx, wherever I got this, it was dried out. I think I was able to make it work. I do really like the shade of it, especially if I just want a little something up there and nothing crazy. And I really loved how it didn't crease, and like, I know I'm not the only one, but a lot of the times when I buy stuff that says creaseless, it always creases. So I love that this didn't. I mean, it's e.l.f., so I can't imagine that it's that much full price, so I might just go run to Target and like just pick up another one so I can like really try it, because if I like it and it's halfway dried out, then that means I'll really like it if it's fresh, right? I don't know, but I do like this a lot. Then we have the NYX the Brow Glue. Let me see. My brows aren't crunchy, but they do feel a little slimy or something. I don't know. And it didn't really keep them up. Like, remember how I told you, like, at the beginning, all my brows will be up, and then as I do my makeup, they just kind of, and they did that. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to apply it and then, like, push it up with my finger, kind of like the laminate brow look. I'll try that. But this is good, but again, I don't know why it was sold out like it was. I don't know. I feel bad. I'm like talking crap on these products and they're really not that bad. I just feel like I've tried so many. I have to be wowed, like really wowed at this point. So I'm sorry, but yeah, I really like these products. It's just, I'm not like oh my god, go buy them, you know what I mean? Then we have the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. This is in the shade 120 Peach. Again, it's not bad at all. I do like it. Maybe it's not fair for me to try to find a dupe and compare this to the Becca under eye corrector, because that is like a thing of its own. So maybe I'm being like totally unfair when it comes to this stuff. This is really good. I do like it better when I layered it with 2 layers, I believe. And yeah, I think it was a good like primer, I guess, for concealer, because I feel like it gave my under eyes like that luminous glow underneath after I applied the concealer on top. So I really like that. I gotta play with this a little bit more, but I think I would like it the best by itself on my no makeup natural makeup days. Then we have the L'Oreal Glam Bronze. This is the Genius Bronzing Cream. I like this. It did pretty much match my skin tone right now, but then also gave me kind of like a natural bronzier, like bronzy look, which I think went really well with this. Like I didn't add any other bronzer besides this. So yeah, I like this and I'm anxious to try it by itself as like an all over face product. So let me know if you guys have tried this. Let's see. Then I have the e.l.f. Putty Blush. What was this in the shade? Do they not put the shade names on these things? Oh my gosh, why not? I can't remember the name of this blush. I know, I just used it, but it's the hot pink one. The hot pink putty blush. But yeah, I really like this. I really like this. It makes me want to buy every single shade. Like, I'm literally obsessed. I love how, don't look at that side. I love how it gave like a natural like flush to my skin. Like it looks like my own cheek. It doesn't look like I put blush on there, if that makes sense. Like I really like this formula. I love the shade, all the above. Then we have the Milani highlighting brush. I don't know, I think I need to like break it in because right now it's just like super like flat. I don't know. I think I need to like break it in for me to like it, but I do like it. I think it is probably the closest dupe to the Anastasia highlighting brush that I have tried. Then we have the Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter palette. This might be my least favorite. I don't know. I'm not like a big, I love me some highlighter, but I'm not like highlighter crazy, I guess you would say. But I do think for the price, this is a really good deal. If these are colors that you think that you would use all the time, I'd definitely pick this up. My favorites are definitely the peachy shades, but that's because I don't have any peachy highlighters. If I do, I might have like 1 or 2. So I like these shades the best because I know I have ones that are similar to the other 2. But yeah, I think the formula is really nice. It left a nice glow to my skin. It's just, I'm not like blown away by it. Oh my god. But anyways, it is a good palette. So yeah, that's everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I test out some drugstore affordable products. Let me know what your guys' favorite one was in the comments below. Also, if you have tried any of these and what your thoughts are, please subscribe if you haven't already, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.